Hello and welcome to another edition of Man Club. Today we're going to address a problem with these 8th generation Accords, and that the back brakes are squeaky, excessively dusty, and they wear out too quick. So we're just going to go ahead and swap them out for some aftermarket pads. Let's get started. We'll start by chalking the front tire. We'll get the crowbar out from by the spare. Just loosen up every lug nut just a little bit before we get it up in the air. After we've broken the lug nuts, we're going to jack it up from the center rear. If you look underneath their license plate, there's the drag you out of the ditch hitch right there. Basically, we're just going to roll our jack up and jack the whole entire rear end of the vehicle up off of that. Alright, now we got the wheel off. Ran down to our local AutoZone, picked up some Duralast Gold C-Max, the best brake pad that they sell. Part number is DGC1336. I'll throw that up on the screen. So we're going to pull out these OEMs and throw in the new stuff. So we're going to start by removing these 12mm bolts. There's one here on the top of the caliper, and one here on the bottom. You can see them real easy from the back side of the wheel well. So 12mm box end wrench, and loosen these two bolts. Okay, now we got the bolts out. The caliper should just slide straight out. Just don't let it hang off the hose here. Kind of hook it on the suspension arm. So we just grab the pad, just pull it straight out. Alright. Okay, then we'll take the springs out. Also, we want to make sure that we lube the area before we put on the springs here. So put the clips back, or the springs back in. This piece right here in the middle, push it against the middle of the rotor, and then slide it down, and it should just clip right in place. Next, we'll take some of the grease that came in the package. AutoZone was kind enough to sell me a separate one for $1.29, but I don't guess you need it. There's enough in here that comes with the box to do all four. So just squeeze a little bit out on your finger and spread it on the back of the brake pad. Yeah, just getting the pad part. You don't really want to get it on the brake ceramic part itself. So then we're going to reinstall the new pad after we greased them up. Should just slide right in there like that. Make sure you put the one with the squealer on the back side or the inside of the car. Next thing we need to do, here's the piston. We get our crusty and trusty crowbar. We're gonna stick it in there and screw this back in until it's almost flush. That way it'll be able to fit over the wider brake pads that we just installed. So this is a good part. Get your buddy or your brother or your sister out here to help out. We're going to turn it clockwise. Yeah, so here's a look at the proper tool you should be using to align the caliper. Got it from AutoZone for $11.99. And the proper orientation of the caliper. If you look at it through here, you should see it straight up and down 3, 6, 9, 12. So then, after that's all said and done, we just slide this back on and find our two bolts with the 12mm head. We're going to tighten this back up, and then we're back on the wheel. So that's it. We've just changed the rear pads on a 2009 coupe, but it'll work the same way for any 8th generation Honda Accord. What you need to get is jack, a couple of jack stands, 12mm, 17mm box end, open end combination wrenches. Get you some pads from AutoZone or wherever you want to shop for. I just suggest getting high quality ones. Pop up the wheels, pull out the old ones, screw in the piston, put in the new ones, grease them up real good, drop back, throw on the wheels, drop it back down. You're good to go. Now it's my favorite time for the test drive. And all in all, it probably took 30 minutes or less. For more tips and tricks, check us out at www.driveaccord.net.